and welcome to the NC podcast. My name is Natasha Collins and I am the host and founder of NC Real Estate, which includes its members club for landlords and property investors to come and build profitable property portfolios that completely aligns with their goals. Just before we get going, and I will get going about Christmas shortly, if you haven't downloaded my property investment expansion success formula yet, you need to. You need to go to ncrealestate.co.uk/flowchart. Type in your name and your email address, and I will send that straight through to you. So if you've not done that yet, you need to. It's a great flowchart which tells you exactly what you need to do when you get stuck on your property investment journey. Again, ncrealestate.co.uk/flowchart. Go and get yours now. Okay, it's Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas, everybody. Thank you for making it this far through the year with me. I really appreciate it. We're doing something a little bit different today in celebration of the season. I've got my mum, Melanie Collins, here.
Hello.
And I've got one of my sisters here, Sophie Collins. Hey.
Hello.
So we have got together today for this podcast. We are recording it slightly in advance because by the time you're listening to this, we are going to be in full swing, hopefully, of our retrospective Christmases. We're not spending Christmas together. Well, you guys are.
Yeah, we are.
I am going to be in New York with Chris, and you guys are going to be
at Amy's house.
Yes, at Amy's house.
You both go?
Yes, I'm going to.
She didn't seem sure then.
No, well, it depends on Amy's extension. If her extension's up and running, then we're going to Amy's. If not, they're coming to me.
Are you prepared?
No, I'm here. Here in New York, I'm not prepared at all.
So we're going to be talking a bit about our Christmas traditions, thinking about the things that we like doing, the things that we hate doing around Christmas, and ultimately talking about our own Christmas traditions in the hope of sending you off on a lovely Christmas holiday, or at least this gives you a little bit of a break from all the craziness that goes on around Christmas. So where should we begin? Christmas traditions. When I say Christmas traditions, what does it make you think? Mum?
It makes me think of preparing the Christmas meal on the day before, on Christmas Eve. Normally we'd sort of get together and we'd be doing things like peeling the sprouts, peeling potatoes, getting ready for the next day. That's my sort of Christmas traditions with you children, really.
I don't think I got involved in that much, did I?
Probably not. You're always out drinking with your friends, I think.
Sophs?
For me, it's opening stockings in the morning with everyone together on Mum's bed.
Yeah. That's a good Christmas tradition. I don't think people do as many stockings. I know that when I said to Chris this year, we have to do stockings. In fact, last year I did stockings and he didn't realise that we were doing them. So he got a stocking, Summer got a stocking. Did I get a stocking? No. So I've bought a stocking with my name on it this year.
Just as a big hint.
But yeah, stockings are a big tradition. Mum makes sloe gin.
I do make sloe gin, actually, every year.
Have you got sloe gin?
I have got sloe gin this
year. Do you know
year.
how much alcohol is in your sloe gin?
Well, it's purely gin with sloe berries in it, so a lot, to be honest. It's been fermented. Actually, this sloe gin, I didn't make this year, I made it last year. So it's going to be even better. It's even more of a liqueur.
That's like I got my damson gin that I made from last year, so that's ready for this year.
And you didn't drink it last year?
No, because it's better if you leave it an extra year.
Where'd you keep it?
In my cupboard.
Mm.
But that's a new tradition for me. That's a new from moving to the countryside and going out and picking my own sloe berries. So that's a new tradition. That's not one that we've had as a family, is it?
No, but I like that tradition. Anything with a little bit of Christmas alcohol. Actually, that's one of my favourite things is watching movies with a glass of wine. I really enjoy that. So if you don't do that as much, do you?
No, not so much. I'm normally cooking with Mum.
Yeah, I suppose. Although I seem to remember that the holiday is one of the big sort of family traditions, and I think it goes on in your dad's household too.
Yeah, he sits down and he watches The Holiday. Probably with
He
a
does
couple,
love that film.
he does love that film. Probably with a couple of bottles of wine, right? So
Yeah, and then in the evening, he pretends that he doesn't like ice cream, but secretly steals all of my ice cream.
yeah.
So do you remember the Christmas stocking, how it came to be that you'd open your stockings on our bed?
Nope.
Is because when you were little children, we used to put stockings on the end of your bed to open. But then it got to one year when none of you went to sleep. So Dad and I could not put the stockings on the end of your bed because you would not go to sleep. So in the end, we had them outside in the hallway. And so you all came into our room to open your stockings. And that sort of carried on, really, from when you got big.
Yeah, I remember that. We didn't sleep. And Amy, who's my middle sister, Soph's youngest, she still doesn't sleep, does she, before Christmas? And we're all
She
fully
loves
fledged
Christmas.
adults now.
Oh, yeah, Amy's very traditional. She gets very excited about family events, doesn't she?
And who do you think sleeps more on Christmas, her or Archie?
Archie.
Definitely Archie.
Archie's Amy's son. Okay. And what traditions has she taken this year for Archie? Because I know she's really traditional.
She's got a tradition that she goes to see Father Christmas with Archie and her friend's family at the garden centre
Every year.
every year on, well, it's only his second year, but last year they went as well. And I know that they're going to go and do that this year. So
Yeah, it's instead of giving presents to each other, they just go and do a nice group thing.
That's a really good idea. That is a good idea. We do presents still as a family, don't we? We send them across the pond.
yeah, we do. I think it's quite important, isn't it? I don't think that's something we're going to give up. It's nice to receive a present from each other, isn't it?
And really well thought out presents. I mean, probably around September time, we have a group WhatsApp where we kind of ask for direction. So if I've had your Christmas present since the beginning of September, definitely.
Yeah, I think I've had your one, which unfortunately didn't make it across the pond for ages as well. So you'll be getting that when I see you in February.
Yeah, I do start planning really, really early for Christmas presents. And then I've got a place in my cupboard where I dump them all. And then I actually forget, and so some people get more.
Oh, that's good. I hope it's me.
It's normally me, to be fair.
Yeah, because Sophie asked for little bits, so I pack together little bits, and I forget where I put the little bits, so I have to buy something different. And then when I do actually finally get to wrapping them up, I'm like, oh wow, I did buy this. So yeah, Sophs, you're normally in luck, but Soph's normally pretty good at buying masses of Christmas presents as well. I think
I get really excited.
you seem to go by the more the merrier, whereas the rest of us don't. We just get nice little bits.
I think Sophie buys nicely. Oh,
I
don't know.
I do think Sophie buys nice little bits.
I think Mum ends up with the best present.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh yeah.
Really? That's a
That's
funny,
the rule.
funny one, isn't it? Oh, okay. Well, that's a good rule. I didn't know that was a family tradition, but I'm keen to keep that one going. Very keen to keep that one going.
Oh, interesting, Soph. And sometimes we do things as a group. Amy, Sophie, and I get together. We definitely do that for your partners, Mum and Dad's partners. We definitely do that for.
Yeah.
And then we do try and see each other at least around Christmas. This time it will be January when we're all together.
Yeah.
But we try and keep that going. We used to always have our grandparents over, but I don't think Grandma Betty remembers where she is at Christmas Day anymore, does she?
No, she does forget. You have to take photos to be able to remind her that she's actually had Christmas.
Yes.
But that was one of our family traditions, wasn't it? We always had grandparents over for Christmas lunch.
Every Christmas. Okay, so what's your favourite thing about Christmas?
I think it's spending time with you girls, really. Being able to sort of take some time off and, spend time together and eat together. It's nice having a meal together if we can, and then watching television as a group. So watching, a Christmas film, which hopefully we're going to do that this evening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So?
Being able to eat chocolate for breakfast.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I love that.
I forgot that, yeah.
Terry's chocolate orange for breakfast.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And a multi-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're called
What are they called?
selection
Selection
box.
box.
No, you know where you have you know when it's like a galaxy box?
Yeah,
Yes, it's a selection box.
That's what they're called.
Oh, I thought that was a Quality Street box or
No,
a
selection
celebration.
box. No, they've always been called selection
Oh.
boxes, and that's a tradition, isn't it? You always get a chocolate orange and a selection box for Christmas.
That you eat before lunch.
Yeah, except
Yep.
you don't have a selection box this year, Natasha, from me, I'm afraid.
That's awful.
Right, that's it.
But I
From
did
child
bring you
life.
an advent calendar.
Yes.
that's another
Advent,
family-
Advent calendars. They
Yeah.
don't do them as well in the States, actually. And
I've got a cheese one this year.
That sounds absolutely great.
cheese advent calendar.
Yeah, I keep it in the fridge, to be fair.
Okay.
Right.
I must say, I haven't had an advent calendar this year.
What?
No advent calendar for me this
Oh,
year.
I'm really
Not at
sorry.
all.
You should say.
No, that's fine. So, yeah, that's another tradition, isn't it? That we always make sure that we've got an advent calendar.
Well, that didn't work for you this
Well,
year.
no,
I'm
because
so
I was going to be
sorry.
away. No, it's fine because I'm not there to have it. I'd either had it in England or I'd have had it here, wouldn't I? So
Okay.
either way, I'd have missed out on some of the days. So it doesn't really matter.
Just back them up and eat.
And then the other tradition that Sophie and I have got is usually we get a Christmas tree together.
Yes, we do.
So that's another sort of thing. And do you remember 2 years ago, Amy was with us and she was pregnant and sat on the tree when we were trying to saw the end off of it to make it fit into the tree holder.
Yeah, but
That's very funny.
you knew she was pregnant then, but I didn't know she was pregnant.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's true.
So there's me waving a saw around.
Well, I don't know what the point of Amy sitting on the tree was if she wasn't heavily pregnant at the time. What?
She know because she was only about 8 weeks pregnant.
Oh,
Oh, okay, I thought she was more than that. Anyway, but that's another sort of tradition that we have, isn't it? Is doing the tree together.
Yep, I do love a Christmas tree. Smells so good.
I don't have a real Christmas tree anymore.
But you
Yeah,
do have
neither
one
do
that a
I.
cat likes, eh?
Oh, that cat goes up the tree.
But Christmas trees are important, aren't they? They are part of a family tradition,
Yeah.
and we do all have a Christmas tree in our homes. Not that I've got one yet, but I will get one as soon as I get home.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Next weekend.
I tend to keep baubles from different people who've given them to me because actually, even though I've got some sort of theme going on my Christmas tree, I also love all the beautiful things that other people give me for my Christmas tree. So then it reminds me of who's given me what. I've got the Christmas camel from Laura, and
Nice.
we've got the one from when us three went to Montreux.
Yeah.
I think Mum's broken hers.
Yeah, I did. It broke last year.
Oh,
I know. But never mind. You've still got yours, haven't you?
I've
Which
still
is
got
nice.
mine.
I've got mine.
Probably not for long if that kitten has anything to do with it. And then I've got a couple from Chris's grandparents actually who made them for us before they passed away. So that's
Oh,
quite
that's
nice
sweet.
as well.
Yeah.
We're going to keep those. So that's, yeah, I do that on the 1st of December. We didn't used to as kids do it that early, did we?
No. No.
But I feel like I need to be in the Christmas spirit early now.
When you were very small, Dad and I would try and put the Christmas tree up as late as possible. And when you were very, very tiny, we put it up on Christmas Eve. So you woke up on Christmas Day to the house decorated because you didn't know it was Christmas really until then. You didn't know what day it was going to be. So Dad and I used to try and do that so that it was that big surprise on Christmas morning with the lights and everything.
Yeah, that's nice. I don't, and again, I wouldn't remember either way. I wouldn't have known.
But they change. I mean, Christmas things change, don't they? But that's something that we've always done. And then we've always had that open the Christmas the stockings on our bed and then go downstairs and have all the presents from under the tree.
Yeah.
And we have that in the morning before breakfast.
Yeah. And then as we've got older, champagne for breakfast.
Yeah. And then spread out the opening of the presents a little bit longer.
And smoked salmon and scrambled egg.
Which you used to bring home the smoked salmon from when you worked in London.
Yeah.
Which you used to keep on the rooftop to keep it cold.
Yeah. Every year in London, when I was working in London, I would get given a massive smoked salmon and we would just eat it through Christmas.
Yeah.
Delicious. Yeah. I love the excitement in the build up to Christmas. I love that starts on the 1st of December and you can start going out and doing Christmassy things and that you can get Christmas coffees, even though I don't really like them. I like the idea of them. The only thing I drink at Starbucks is that Praline hot chocolate. Is that even a thing? That's what I asked for.
Yeah, it is a thing.
It is a thing. Okay. That's what I like. And I
The
like
other thing you've done this year, though, is make a Christmas cake. And that used to be a tradition
yes.
to make the Christmas cake and to feed it with alcohol and things.
Yes, I didn't do that last year. In fact, I hadn't done that for a couple of years because when you're busy, it's so much effort to go and find everything. But I really enjoy it because the smell of that Christmas cake when you open the cupboard is amazing. Chris doesn't like Christmas cakes, so it's all mine.
What about you, Soph?
I'm not a fan of Christmas cake. I prefer a mince pie.
Oh, mince pies. We've
Mince pies.
always, that was another tradition, wasn't it, to make mince pies on Christmas Eve. To
Although-
leave out for Santa, even though, you know.
But I used to always make them just before Natasha came home from university.
Yeah.
I'm not a big one for mince pies. I like them when I have them, but the smell of them baking really puts me off.
Do you not like that?
I don't like that smell.
I think it's the suet that's in the thing itself. It smells gross when it's baking, but it's nice to eat.
But I like them with sort of, if you add orange. I think oranges is one of the things that I think about at Christmas, oranges and cinnamon.
Yes. Well, that is the flavour of my gin this year.
I know, it looks very nice.
Are you going to drink it all, Soph?
Yep.
World night?
It's just one night in, isn't it, really?
One wild night with you and your hip flask of gin. Is it a lot of gin?
It's a litre.
Wow.
Wow. Are you
There's
gonna?
something that I haven't seen over here, but I don't know if they do. Baileys. Baileys is always very Christmassy. Being able to have a nice Baileys in the evening.
I like a Bailey's hot chocolate.
I'm looking at Josh at the moment, who produces this podcast, and you've never heard of him before, but he's about to maybe speak for the very first time. Josh, do they do Baileys over here?
Some people do. It's sort of a thing.
Welcome to the podcast.
And then the other thing, which I don't think any of you have liked, we used to have Snowball, which was apricot and
Oh, it's
lemonade.
disgusting.
I like it, but then, yeah, it's just one of
You
those
say
Christmassy
you like
drinks.
it, but the other day we went into a diner locally to here.
Yeah, that
and-
wasn't anything like it.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
You know the egg creams that they do over here? I gave one to Mum. I thought that was what snowballs were like.
No. Look, it's got avocado in it. Have you heard? Do you know what avocado is?
Yeah.
It's sort of a yellowy
Yep.
thing that you put lemonade with, and lime, and a glacé cherry, and that's a Snowball. 'Cause but it is very similar because it's like that frothy, fizzy drink type thing. But anyway, I like it.
I don't like that. Do you like that, Sophs?
Absolutely not.
I don't like it enough to buy any avocado and make one myself nowadays, but it's kind
You
of
just hope for one.
maybe one day.
I remember the one thing that sometimes I don't like about Christmas, and I have to put it, is a hangover on Christmas Day.
Oh, you
Yeah,
had
you're
a few of those.
You are the worst.
You have had a few of those, Natasha, and it does make you grumpy.
It does make me really grumpy. But the worst I've ever had was when we went to Mum's partner's house for Christmas Eve.
Yes,
Oh,
we did.
yeah, I was away.
Mum and I were spending Christmas together on our own.
Oh, yeah, Sophie, you were in Sweden, weren't you?
Yeah, it was
Amy-
first year I was there.
Amy, I think, was spending at George's parents.
house. Chris was at his parents'. So it's you and I, and we went to Nick's house, who's Mum's partner.
Yeah, and he had his son was home for Christmas, wasn't he? Who lives in
Virginia.
Virginia, and we had
Champagne cocktails.
champagne cocktails, a lot of them.
And it was champagne mixed with rum.
No, not rum, brandy or something. I think I don't know, something anyway. Whatever it was really, really potent, wasn't it?
And that has put me off Christmas hangovers for life. That was kind of.
I think we both had a hangover that day, but we spent Christmas Day on our own, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we did. So thank goodness, because
I don't think we got up in the morning. I don't think we opened our presents that day until the
that was
afternoon.
the one Christmas where things went completely out the window, thanks to Nick because of his Christmas. But he made so much food that night.
Yeah, it did. No, it was a nice
It
evening.
was a
apart
really
from the
nice
fact that,
evening.
and the drinks were lovely, but they were just so alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
And we had indoor fireworks, didn't we?
Oh yes, indoor fireworks. That's a tradition.
Yeah.
We've always had indoor fireworks.
Yeah, because Grandma's partner used to bring
Jack.
them. Jack used to bring indoor fireworks every year, didn't he?
Yeah.
I really like the smell of them.
And that
Yeah.
reminds me of Christmas as well, indoor fireworks.
indoor fireworks.
I haven't bought any this year. Is that something they have over here? No, probably not.
I don't think fireworks are legal in New York to buy.